Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, slaves, serfs, peasants, vassals, minions, meat sacks, Inuits. I'm useful idiot. Welcome. So, a small event that has big implications happened yesterday. There was an election in Greenland, and there was a surprise victory by the Conservative Party. They got 30% of the vote, and so they won a majority of seats in Parliament. And Greenland's government is generally leaned left, so this is a big development. Most of the parties in Greenland lean to the left and mostly are full for independence, and so there's a growing support for Trump's overtures, and this is a big development in that direction. And so there's a drive for Greenland to become independent by 2030. And they've even written up an independent constitution already, drafted one. So they're ready to go. But as we saw, Trump made another overture to Greenland in his speech to Congress, and he's very serious about this. And the fact is, he's got legitimate strategic reasons for wanting to have Greenland either become part of the United States or have Greenland essentially controlled by the United States. And a lot of that is because of the Arctic sea routes thawing out. And so now there is the Northwest Passage in the areas above Greenland are now a sea route for shipping, a lot more efficient than a lot of the ones that are being used now, including the Panama Canal. So that's a big part of it. And part of it is the strategic struggle, confrontation between China, Russia, and the United States, because China and Russia have been very active in the Arctic region. In fact, Russia has one of the largest Arctic fleets in the world, and both China and Russia have made a lot of efforts in that area to dominate. And for the United States, it's been difficult, both because of access and the size of Greenland. But there's a whole bunch of reasons why the U.S., of course, is interested in Greenland. One is the sea routes I just mentioned. Another one is minerals. They have a large concentration of untapped minerals in the world, 43 of 50 essential minerals there. And because of the infrastructure that has never been developed in Greenland, it lays undeveloped and it would be hard to access. So it would take a lot of money. And that's one of the issues that Greenland has with Denmark. Not only do they have a lot of memory of colonial oppression by Denmark, but also Denmark is in no position financially to develop Greenland, and Denmark is also not in a position to defend Denmark militarily. And in fact, this was proven in World War II because U.S. military had a huge presence in Greenland after Denmark fell to the Nazis. And so, I'm not even going to get into all the interesting theories about Germany and their presence in the Arctic. That's a topic for another video, a long ways away. But the whole idea of Denmark moving towards independence and then perhaps coming up with some kind of arrangement with the United States just became more of a reality. And as discussed in previous videos, there's only 57,000 people in Denmark. They don't even have roads connecting their towns. And a lot of people in Greenland have a lot of reason to want to come under the United States umbrella. So this might look more and more attractive to them. And as pointed out, it would only take $100 or $200 billion to basically pay every single person that lives in Greenland a huge sum of money, which would go a long way in swaying them and wanting to become part of the United States. So anyway, this is a big deal. I think it's really interesting, and I think the fact that Trump is talking about the fact, even though I found it chilling at the speech, that Greenland is going to become part of the United States one way or another. Certainly, we don't want to rule out the fact that Trump might use military power, which would be pretty striking, to say the least. And Denmark has always been a great partner for the United States. They participate in all our military operations. They buy all their military equipment from the U.S. and so they're really having a hard time with this right now, and they feel betrayed by America and Trump. But I think Trump's realpolitik is showing that he he sees the strategic value of Greenland, and the Pentagon has been watching the strategic value of Greenland for decades and decades and decades. And so this is a big reality. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Greenland becomes either a protectorate like Puerto Rico for the United States, or becomes part of the United States. And certainly the population there has a lot to benefit from it, and that's why there's actually a fair amount of support for Greenland to become part of the United States. And 84% of the population supports independence. Wouldn't take them that much further to move towards all the benefits they would gain by actually becoming part of the United States. So anyway, pretty wild. Maybe Greenland will be the 51st state before Canada. So Canada can be our 52nd state. I'm useful idiot, don't you be one too.